Hi, I'm Harjeet, your host of Girls Talk. Welcome today. Before we go any further, I just wanted to say thank you to Fariel's Makeup for making me look fabulous, for our guest Karen, who is the host. She runs and organizes the events in Toronto for Diva Girl. She's also a fashion stylist, personal and editorial fashion stylist, and she's also a blogger. But we're going to learn much more about Karen from herself. Hi Karen, welcome to the show.
Hi Harjeet, thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So is it possible you could open up about all these exciting ventures that you're a part of?
Absolutely. So to go back, in 2013, I launched my online blog called Fashionable Foodie Toronto, and it gained wide audience over the past few years, and I've actually also grown into a fashion stylist both for personal clients and editorial. And then from there, I wanted to grow my platform because many years ago, I actually wanted to be a fashion designer, but was discouraged by everyone closing doors in my face. So I would like to create a community and a platform for women and women entrepreneurs to be able to thrive and not to have to go it alone and be able to succeed all at the same time.
Because I do know that you actually won an award. You maybe won more than one. If you want to tell us about the awards that you've won, and it's about being a successful woman too, a lot of these awards.
Yes. Last year in 2017, I won the Women Entrepreneur of the Year award. It was a very prestigious honor for me, and after 4 years of running and writing my blog, Fashionable Foodie Toronto, as well as for now going into my third year of running Diva Girl Toronto, it really meant a lot to me that the Toronto and the GTA public were taking notice of what I was doing, and it really meant a lot to me.
Yeah, I'm sure it would. It's always nice to be recognized for the things that you're passionate about, and you're doing a lot to empower women too. These things, these ventures that you're on, all three of them, do they connect with each other? When you're at a Diva Girl event, do you blog at the same time? Do you incorporate the fashionable foodie into it? And the stylist part of it, do you do that too? Like, can you tell me how they all fit together, if they do fit together?
They do fit together. When a woman comes to one of my events, she is greeted as well, because we're all women. We should all be in an open space where we can all connect. There's always a food component. So at the fashion shows, we have catered, and then as well at our more intimate events, we host them at a restaurant across Toronto where the women will have appetizers complimentary, and then they're open to purchasing a meal, and always to make it food inclusive, because I don't want women to feel like they should need to body shame themselves or deprive themselves of food to fit into their great fashion outfits. They should be able to do both at the same time, and that's what my blog's all about.
Wow, that's fascinating. Because I don't know much about your blogging or your stylist piece, but I do know a little bit about Diva Girl because I've been to a couple of your events. So I'm familiar with those, and I do know that you do represent women of all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, ages. You don't just take from one. Can you tell me more about Diva Girl? How you got it? First of all, tell me about Diva Girl. What is it all about?
So Diva Girl is, it was founded in 2009 by my very dear friend Laura Furtado. And when she founded it, it was about women feeling empowered and unleashing their sexy within through fitness, beauty, entertainment, and nutrition. And then as well, we've added on our business community, Diva Girlpreneur. And then in 2015, I actually was at a meeting with Laura, and a light bulb went off in my head. She always has fashion events. She always had a fashion component. She didn't have a fashion lifestyle pillar. So I pitched to her having Diva Girl Fashion Toronto join the roster, and she was like, I'm in, absolutely. And Diva Girl Fashion was born in 2015, and we've been going strong ever since.
That's fascinating because I do know that people are starting to recognize you for Diva Girl. I've heard a few funny stories. Would you like to share them with people?
Absolutely. There's two very funny stories that come to mind. The first one was I went to Toronto's L'Oreal Hair Night last year, and I happened to go into the bathroom, and as I was entering the stall, these girls are like, "Wait, aren't you Diva Girl Toronto?" And I said, "Yes." They're like, "We were just at your event." I'm like, "That's great. Just give me 2 minutes." And I went into the washroom, and then I came out and they were still there. I was actually shocked by this, that they were still there. And I washed my hands. They were like, so I continued the conversation. I was like, "Which event did you come to?" "Oh, we came to your Diva Girl fashion show in the spring." I was like, "That was great. Did you have an awesome time?" They're like, "Yes, we did. When's your next event?" I'm like, "It's actually in 2 weeks." And they were like, "Really?" And I go, "Yep, you can get the tickets online." And they went online and they purchased the tickets right then and there. And I came out of the bathroom, and my girlfriend, she said to me, "Why were you in the washroom for too long?" And I said, "I have this term. I just got George Clooney'd in the washroom."
But it's an uplifting feeling, I'm sure.
Oh, I went home, and it was so uplifting that I needed to post it on social media, because I was like, wow, people are really recognizing Diva Girl and for what we do, and that really meant a lot to me.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. And I'm happy when I hear stories like that, because it means you're being recognized for what you're doing and noticed. In terms of Diva Girl, you always, I guess, had a passion for fashion. But what put Diva Girl in your mind? How were you inspired to go on that journey?
Well, when I met Laura Furtado, she was starting up Diva Girl, and I started going to a few events. And then after coming out of a long-term relationship, I kind of felt lost and lonely without only having a handful of girlfriends. And I really want to be around a lot of like strong, powerhouse women that can nurture me and uplift me. And that's when I turned to Diva Girl. And I started attending events, and through over the years, I attended even more events, and then I became a member. And then when Laura decided to break off the different lifestyle pillars and bring on additional women to run the community, that's when I wanted to instantly jump on board and be a part of that.
So how scary was it for you? Because I know you're saying that you had just gone through all these relationship difficulties, and you wanted to be in a place where there were women who understood you and empowered you, rather than bring you down or just disappear when you have a weak moment. So yeah, so that was an obstacle for sure that you faced, having to go through those relationship problems and then break out of them. Were there any other obstacles that you faced?
Oh, absolutely. When I first launched Diva Girl Fashion, my first event after our soft launch, I had about 10 women come out to my event, and I was expecting 30.
Wow.
And so when they came out, it was a great way for me to practice, to hone my skills, and then I took it as a learning opportunity. And I sat back and I was like, okay, what did I do? What could I have done differently? And I've actually taken that lesson learning onto each of my events, and that's how I've learned to scale from having 10 women come to my events to over 150 women at our last Fashion Saturday.
See, you have to not give up. I read actually somewhere today that you cannot avoid failure. Failure is actually a part of success.
Oh, absolutely. And it's when I fail, I realize it and I learn from it and I move on, because that's how you grow. Like, very successful women like Oprah Winfrey, like Laura Furtado, even as yourself, we all grow from our learning experiences, and we don't let those get us down. We just go through them, learn from them, and keep going. And that's the message I want to provide to all women and women entrepreneurs. Whatever you're passionate about, keep going. Because it may take 1 year, it may take 10 years, someone will notice. And that is when all of your hard work will pay off.
So don't give up, just keep
No.
going at it.
Absolutely.
And now that you are actually doing these Diva Girl events, I'm imagining that when you do have a down moment and you go to one of these events, you're cheered up already. When you're actually at one of the shows, what kind of style do you showcase? Like what is it? Because I know you have summer, fall, and spring.
Yes.
But how do you decide what styles you're going to pick, what kind of brands you're going to represent?
Well, the brands apply to us via our online application form, and then from there, depending on the theme of the show, we decide when they will showcase their fashion line throughout the year. And as well, or if they'll want to be a part of a more intimate event if they're just starting out, as well as in regards to brands and things that I associate with, every brand has their signature color. My signature color for Diva Girl fashion is black because it's classic, like the little black dress. It never goes out of style. And for most of my events, I will either wear a black dress or, as I am today, wearing an outfit that has black embodied into it, because it's also all about your brand and your personal brand and making them cohesive.
Yeah, I am definitely going to jump more into your style later on in the show. I just wanted to wrap up about Diva Girl. So there are a lot of women who are involved in Diva Girl.
Yes.
What kind of age category are they predominantly? What kind of women are involved in Diva Girl?
So all ethnicity, shapes, sizes of women across anywhere from, I'm going to say, Barrie to London. They're all affiliated with Diva Girl, and our most popular age is 25 to 40. We also have members 50, 60 plus. So any woman can be a Diva Girl.
As long as you like fashion.
No, you can like fitness, entertainment, beauty, nutrition, business, fashion. There's a lifestyle pillar for every woman.
Wow, that's something new for me. So before we cut to a break, I would like to know, and I'm sure everybody else would like to know too, if they wanted to get more involved in Diva Girl, learn more, or reach out to you, how would they go about doing that?
Well, they can do that by visiting our online webpage, www.divagirl-inc.com. They can go on our Facebook page at Diva Girl Toronto, or online Diva Girl Inc. on Instagram, or at Diva Girl Fashion TO on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay, so there's a lot of ways to reach out to Karen.
Absolutely.
So if you are interested in any of those things, please reach out to her. We're going to come right back after this break.
देखो 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 ये है मेरी choice, just right, Biscotti right, dark chocolate biscuit, vanilla cream inside, that's right, Biscotti right, मीठे में डाले, दूध में डूबे, ice cream भी हो गई है, it's right, Biscotti right, जो care करे, वो share करे, प्यार में डूबा हर bite, that's right, Biscotti right.
Dark chocolate biscuit, vanilla cream inside.
Biscotti right.
रंग वाली भरम वाली न्यूज वाले व्यूज वाले भेल वाले मेल वाले कराची वाले खैबर वाले लाहौर वाले और पिंडी वाले इन शॉट पूरे पाकिस्तान वाले चिली मिली की हमत वाले कैंडीलैंड चिली मिली।
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला। मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन, 4163185264।
exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sani K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit Number 1, Milton, Ontario.
Hi, I'm your host Harjeet Dhillon with Girls Talk, and we are right back with Karen of Diva Girl, and she's also doing a lot of other amazing ventures. But I wanted to go over to Karen and talk about her outfit because I actually noticed it. I thought it's remarkable. And we can't actually showcase it right here, but if you could talk about why you selected this outfit, where it's from, give us a bit of history about it.
Okay. I'm wearing a waterfall trench coat by Urban Planet, and I'm wearing a black and white jumpsuit by Guess Canada. My jewelry is custom made by Marie Grace Accessories, and it's actually all about my personality because I like to be classic but add a bit of mystery and interest all at the same time.
Wow, yeah, I've never seen you looking like you didn't make an effort, which is amazing. So does that describe your personal style, classy and keeping an air of mystery, or is there more to your personal style than that?
There's more. I like to play off of more abstracts. I love art, and to me fashion is art. So whenever I see a fashion piece to me that's like an art form, I instantly have to have it.
So what is it about fashion items that appeal to you? Say if you're walking through a store, what do you look for to know that it makes you want to have something in your closet?
It depends. For certain occasions, I will have a certain look in mind. For every day, it's more what I gravitate to. So it could be the print, the color, the look, the way how it'll fall on me. It's all of those things encompassed together that go into my wardrobe.
Okay, and knowing this, are there essential fashion items that a girl should have?
Oh, absolutely.
Could you tell us which ones they are?
Oh, I could go on, but I will list the top 10.
Okay.
You need to have, first off, a little black dress. You need to have a great suit that you can mix and match. So that would encompass a nice skirt, a great pair of pants, and a great blazer. Then you need your dress shirts. You also need, I would say, a nice dress, so like a maxi dress, as well. Great pair of jeans, and it's all about a great statement coat. So whether it's a trench coat or a bomber jacket or a vest, a great statement coat that you will always go to your closet and grab it out, and it will instantly be a part of your outfit, as well as jumpsuits. I actually own probably somewhere about in the range of 50 of them. I'm actually wearing one today, and they're just a great staple piece. So those are like the top 10 things that I would say you should have.
Those are amazing, and out of those, I don't know how many I have. I don't want to go into that. I know when I did actually, when I was 21 and I did my first actual shopping spree for fashion items, because before that I was clueless, the lady that took me shopping, she had told me that a black turtleneck was a staple, and it doesn't matter how much you spend on it, because I'm always very cautious about how much I spend. So she told me a black turtleneck, and she helped me buy like expensive stuff because quality matters. Is it possible to be fashionable on a budget?
Oh, absolutely. There are great boutiques across Canada that are all about shopping on a budget. And as long as you find the time to go through and dedicate to finding those great, as I call them, fashion finds, your wardrobe will always look effortless and timeless.
And in terms of those, you can shop on a budget, but are there certain items that are fashionable, clothing, shoes, anything, that you would recommend not skimping on when it comes to the price?
Yes.
Which ones would those be?
A great suit.
Okay.
Because that's a classic piece that you're going to wear for anywhere from about 5 to 10 years, depending on the cut that you choose. So that is something I would never skimp on. As well as I would never skimp on a coat, because again, it's something that would last for a while. So anything that you plan to have in your wardrobe for, I'm gonna say 4 years plus, those are the items that you should not skimp on.
You should definitely take time out to get the best quality on those.
Yes, and that is where I believe where quality fashion does have its purpose, and fast fashion also has its purpose. And fast fashion is for, as I call it, if you want to go somewhere and wear it once, fast fashion is great because you can get it at an affordable price. If you want to wear it for a long period of time, that's when you need to invest, let's say $100 on a shirt, or $500 to $1,000 on a suit, or $300 on a dress. That's where you're going to really get your bang for your buck.
Because also how you represent yourself when you go to these places, it's marketing yourself, and you're going to make that money back. So you should see it as more of an investment.
Oh, absolutely. Right? And a lot of women entrepreneurs do not know that if you hang on to your receipts and if you wear these clothes to business functions and signature events, you can actually claim them on your taxes.
Wow, that's interesting information.
Yes.
Everybody take note of that, ladies. Take note. It is a good benefit to dress well for your corporate events and look good. I know I wanted to go back to the jacket thing that you're saying, where you have to purge on a coat. I did have a friend once whose mother believes, especially in the winter, we don't take our jackets off. We are always wearing our jackets. It's very rare that we'll take our jackets. So your jacket is what is being seen by people. So she has lots of winter jackets.
Okay.
Lots of winter jackets, and they're all very expensive, which I think is also a good thing to do. Different colors.
It is. Yes, I actually own 3 winter jackets for different colors. I stuck to the neutrals, so I have a white, a black, and a brown winter jacket, and depending on my outfit, I will pair the jacket accordingly, and I believe that is the norm for about every woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's good to know. I'm taking so many mental notes right now. I wanted to go back to the suit talk, though.
Sure.
You said that a suit is a staple and that we should spend a little more on the quality of a suit because it's an investment. That being said, how many suits do you think a woman should own, and does it matter if it's trouser or skirt? Is there a different image that you're going to portray if you wear a skirt versus trousers or pants?
Just seeing Meghan Markle in an Alexander McQueen suit at an elegant royal function, that says it all. So to say that you don't necessarily need to wear a skirt or a ball gown in order to look elegant at a function, you can wear pants. I think it's up to the woman's preference. If she feels sexy in a black or brown or navy or whichever is her favorite color, pencil skirts and a nice blazer, then that's what she should choose. If she feels more comfortable in wearing dress pants and a blazer, then she should choose to wear that. It's all about owning your comfort zone and truly representing yourself.
I like hearing that because I'm always about the trousers. I am not a skirt girl, but when it comes to suits too, I mean I do own a handful of them, but I don't often wear them. I prefer to wear, you know, a pair of trousers and a blazer and a nice top underneath. Is there an advantage to wearing a suit, say if you're going to go to an interview, versus matching pieces together to make it kind of like a suit?
You can. However, suits these days, they're more about mixing and matching. So let's say you own 3 to 5 suits. I recommend that women mix and match the blazer with the pants or the skirt from another suit and vice versa, because that's where you can really utilize and maximize those pieces for the full function and always wearing the same look.
Yeah, I agree. And you get most bang for your buck that way too.
Yes.
What about when it comes to accessorizing? Are there any do's and don'ts, rules? What to wear? Should you wear a necklace? Should you wear earrings? Should you wear bows? Should you tie your hair back? Should you have it down, wear a bracelet, all that kind of stuff?
So here are my rules. I only wear 2 jewelry items at a time, depending on the occasion. So most of the time in a more semi-casual, I will wear earrings and a necklace, or earrings or a bracelet, or a necklace and a bracelet. If it's a big statement necklace, then I'll wear just the necklace.
Okay.
And then with that, I'm very, I love my hair, so I'll wear up, down, and curls, with waves, anything, and I match the jewelry according. So I would always recommend to match your jewelry to your hair. If your hair is going up, that is the time for you to wear those big statement earrings and maybe a nice bracelet and a ring.
Okay.
Just that. Or if your hair is going to be down, wear a big statement necklace.
Okay, because you wouldn't see the earrings as much.
Right.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Talking about hair, which is what you brought up, I'm curious to know, is there a trend for hair? Does that even exist? Curly, wavy,
absolutely.
Ponytail, straight. What is your take on that?
There's a lot of hair trends going on with the beachy waves at this time right now. I've actually worn it several times, and I love my hair in beachy waves.
Oh wow.
And my go-to is flat ironing my hair pinned straight. That's also a good look, and I've seen it a lot on the runways for spring. So it's it'll be something great and easy for women to go to. Every woman loves curls. For weddings, curls are the biggest thing ever, the up, the down, and incorporating a braid. Since 2016, that has been all the rage, to incorporate braids in these wedding updos. And I know whenever I'm going to a wedding or I'm in a wedding party, my hair has a braid in it.
I'm going to take a note of that too. Make sure I have a braid when I go to a wedding. Don't forget. But also, when it comes to weddings, we tend to wear sandals because they usually happen in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at a wedding, I probably wouldn't do this, but I'm not sure if anybody else would. And I know that advice is always great. When you wear sandals, is there a rule about how your feet should look in terms of toenails? Should they be painted? Should they be neutral? Like, does it even matter?
It's to your preference. For me, when I'm at a wedding, I tend to make my toes match my dress. And not necessarily my nails, but definitely my toes will match my dress, as well as because that way you get to showcase the color of your dress on your feet. You also need to make sure, if they're open-toed, that they're lotioned so that they will glisten and glow. And with that, yes, in my preference, I believe that every woman should be painting their toenails. And this actually goes back to when I first started in retail and I was working at a shoe store. And before, I used to never paint my toenails. And then I remember these women would come in and they would be trying on open-toe shoes and all of their toes would be painted. And I said, that actually looks so nice. I'm going to keep that. All year round, I'm going to paint my toenails. And I actually do.
Oh, wow. And I know when you paint toenails, it lasts a lot longer than fingernails.
Yes and no. It depends. If it's shellac, it lasts exactly the same. If not, then toes tend to go first.
Oh, wow. Interesting. And I think this is the last question, and I'm going to ask you for advice and stuff. But I wanted to talk about sandals, or just shoes in general. A lot of them can be heels, and women, we do tend to go for heels. Do you have any advice for heels, because they can be uncomfortable at times? Is there a good place to go to buy comfortable heels, or is there any recommendation on how to get a comfortable heel?
So my recommendation, and actually a lot of women may be shocked about this, for comfortable shoes, you need to go designer.
Okay.
It's been my go-to for many, many years.
So it's also another thing you can't skimp
Yes,
on. Probably.
exactly. Yes, because as well you'll get like 3-4 years use out of them, and they're made out of quality products like leather or suede, or they're made out of great materials where they will last for a long period of time, but as well your foot will breathe and you won't have these problems that a lot of women face, like bunions and corns and all of those things from improper shoe wear. So I would highly recommend to go designer.
That's incredible advice. I'm going to heed that. I know it's worked for me when I did buy heels, but I don't often buy them. And I had a fabulous time learning with Karen. So Karen, before we close the show, is there any advice or is there anything that you want to say to the people that are watching you right now?
Absolutely. For all women, I just want you to know that you're all beautiful. Stop hating on the things that you don't like about yourself and celebrate the things that you do love about yourself. And as well, if anyone wants to reach out for personal styling questions, please do so via our blog at fashionablefoodietoronto.wordpress.com.
I appreciate you being here so much, Karen. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here. I learned so much and actually didn't want this to end because I was learning and learning, but I'm sure that we'll connect again offline. And good luck with everything in the future that's coming up, all the events and everything. And once again, thank you for being here.
Well, my pleasure, and thank you for having me. And to all the women, I hope to see you soon.
Thanks for those empowering words. This is Karen of Diva Girl and all the other fashionable foodie and the stylist. Thanks for joining us today when we were talking about fashion. We'll see you again next week on Tuesday at 9 o'clock.